Helping our children see that God is glorious, being people ourselves who are deeply persuaded that God is full of grace and goodness and mercy, and that life is found in knowing and loving Him is it's the foundation, really, for everything we do in parenting. Because how can we bring the grace of the gospel to our children if we are living lives full of fear, lives full of doubt, lives in which we ourselves are desperate and running? But the grace and power of the gospel and the grace of God and the grandeur of who God is and what God is like is such a marvelous thing. Sometimes when I'm doing seminars, I have a section where I teach on giving our kids a vision for the glory of God. And I talk about the fact that we're all instinctively and compulsively worshipers. We can't help worshiping. We're hardwired for worship. We go out every day to find something to dazzle us and amaze us and excite us. That's why we watch sports on TV, because we love to watch these amazing things that ordinary people can't do. We're people who are hardwired for worship, and our children are like that. And so one of the things I talk about a lot with parents is the importance of helping your children to see the glory of God. Since they're instinctively and compulsively worshipers, they're going to worship. What we want to show them is the true object of worship and the worthiness of God and the goodness of God and the greatness of God. To be able to know there's a God who is good and glorious and kind and wonderful, even when I can't see it and can't fully understand it, can't fully rationalize it, there's a glory and goodness to God that transcends my ability to rationalize and make sense of everything, is a marvelous truth. Truth that our children desperately need. Whether they're completely whole physically or whatever they struggle with. And for all of us, and for all of our kids, there are deficits we all have. There are things that we have that we don't like about ourselves. I think to know that the glory of God, that there's a God who is glorious and whose wonderful management of the world is bringing beauty out of brokenness. That's what the gospel's all about. And who are the gospel comes to the people who are weak, who are needy.
Yes.
Christ came to save sinners, not the righteous.
Right, and those are the ones that are blessed.
Yes, and we're the ones who are, he says, I came for the sick, not for those who are well. And I'm just, I'm very privileged, Charles, to be able to say I'm one of the sick ones. I'm one of the weak people. I'm one of the needy people that has been dazzled by the grace and power of God. And that is a message of hope to bring to our kids.